So be honest, is this what a lot of you look like right now? Still got your PJs on, personal hygiene is slipping. I get it. I feel where you are. I've worked from home for most of my career, and without having to sustain societal norms, we all just become our college selves. Well, here are four things you can do to make working from home better. But first, let me do this. I'm all pretty now. Which brings me to tip number one. Keep your schedule. I know you're thinking, but I don't have to get up early. I don't have a commute. Well, I cover that in tip number three. And I know some of you are thinking, the world's going to hell. I just need to cuddle with my dog and sob. No, get up when you normally get up. Get dressed. It's very important. Create that to-do list. Do the things on that to-do list. I get it. The internet is infinite, and it's easy to sit there and go down rabbit holes. How do you avoid that? Quit your browser. Take it off your dock if you're on a Mac. Hide it if you're on another system. Make it harder to access. That way, if you want to get online, and you're going to have to go find your browser first, which gives you a few seconds to ask yourself, do I really need to know how much an adult yak weighs? In those few seconds, you may decide to keep your browser closed. By the way, adult male yaks between 700 and 1,300 pounds. Females only 500 pounds. Tip number two, don't overthink yourself. It's normal when you work from home without the stimulation of other people in the outside world to think about yourself. And right now, the world's turned on its head and we're all going through a bit of an existential crisis. What does this mean? What do I do? Who should I be right now? What if I lose my job? Who am I then? Well, it's always a good idea to take a self-inventory. Be careful not to overdo it. There's a movie called The 20th Century Women with Annette Bening, and she had a wonderful quote. She said, "Wondering if you're happy is a great shortcut to just being depressed." Most of us tend to be a little hard on ourselves. So if we look closely enough, we're bound to find stuff we don't like. Skip that nonsense. Here's a suggestion. Instead of wondering what's wrong with you and how you can improve, take this time to figure out what you're good at, and then ask yourself, using my skills, how can I help other people? For example, I work from home a lot, and I know the pitfalls, so I'm doing this. Tip number three, take advantage of your commute. Surprise, you don't have one. Take the 30 minutes or an hour to get your day going with a hobby you love. Crocheting, whatever that is, writing, practicing ukulele, time to do things for you, your me time. Be disciplined with it and keep that time to feed your soul. Side note, I've noticed that without you folks commuting, you're not listening to our podcast marketing upheaval so much. So maybe your passion is to drive around the block a few times and listen to our podcast. Just a suggestion. Or crocheting, Number four, stop eating everything. It's so easy to put things in your mouth. You wander to the kitchen, you grab a handful of this, you take a bite of that, and before long, you've had about 17 meals in a day. That's not a good thing. We eat, other than being hungry, we eat usually because we're bored or we're stressed. We're bored and eating produces endorphins. We're stressed and we eat because stress makes our body produce cortisol, which is the body's alarm system, and it tells your brain, hey, we're stressed, we better get some food to run away from that bear. So we eat and eat and eat, and pretty soon we're the size of a bear. So how do you beat that? Well, with boredom, you know what else produces endorphins? Exercise. Now, before you go, exercise, it doesn't have to be a marathon. Get up and move. Do what I do. Put on your favorite music and dance your ass off. No one's around, so dance like a fool. Sing into your hairbrush or play an air guitar. Who cares? It's fun, it makes you laugh, and also, laughing produces endorphins. And if you don't like dancing, just in the words of the House of Pain, jump around. Just be silly and laugh at the best thing to laugh at, yourself, and you'll feel better. Lastly, after that fourth tip, I would like you to all do me a favor, if you don't mind. In the comments, tell me what you're good at, and tell me how you can use those skills to help other people. As for me, I know about being creative and doing marketing thingies. So I wrote a blog about branding in the time of disruption. check it out. It's on our website, creativeouthouse.com. And work from home, it's not easy, but we'll all get through it and make this world better. See ya.